Hello, my name is Marco Repetto, and today we'll be going over the 2015 AP Microeconomics free response questions. Specifically, we'll be going over question number 2. So let's start. Breadbasket and Quick Lunch are the only two sandwich shops serving a small town. So from that, we can take that this is most likely about game theory or strategy, and definitely something related to an oligopoly, which is essentially where a few major companies compete for the same consumers because those are the only they're the only major companies in that market. So let's move on. Each shop can choose to set a high price or low price for sandwiches. The payoff matrix below shows the daily profits for each combination of prices that two shops could choose. The first entry shows Breadbasket's profits, and the second entry shows Quick Lunch's profits. Assume that both shops know the information shown in the matrix and answer the following. Does each shop have a dominant strategy to set a high price, a dominant strategy to set a low price, or do they have no dominant strategy at all? So first, let's look for Breadbasket. So we're going to have to compare if Breadbasket should be going at a low price or a high price, depending on whether Quick Lunch goes for a high or low price. So first, let's start if Quick Lunch goes for high price. If Quick Lunch goes for high price, right here, and that means that Breadbasket could either go high price or low price. If they went high price, they would earn $105. If they went low price, they would earn $120. So if Quick Lunch went for the high price, then it would be beneficial for Breadbasket to go for the lower price. Now, if Quick Lunch went for the low price over here, then Breadbasket could either earn $40 with the high price, or they could earn $75 with the low price. And obviously, they'd want to earn the $75 because it's more than the $40. So no matter if Quick Lunch goes for the high price or the low price, Breadbasket would want to go for the low price in both scenarios. So that means that Breadbasket has the dominant strategy to go for the low price. Because remember, dominant strategy means that no matter what the opponent does, or no matter what the other company does, it is more beneficial for you to go one way more than the other. So no matter what, you should always choose one scenario. So no matter if Quick Lunch goes high or low, it's better for Breadbasket to go low. So now let's look for Quick Lunch. So for Quick Lunch, we have to look at what would happen with Breadbasket if they went high or low. So first, let's start if Breadbasket went high. Here. If Breadbasket went high, Quick Lunch could either earn $110 with the high price or $130 with the low price. And obviously, they'd want to earn $130 with the low price. If Breadbasket went for the low price, that means that Quick Lunch would either earn $80 for the high price or $70 for the low price. And in this case, they would want to go for the low price, they would want to go for the high price because they earn $80 and not $70. So for Quick Lunch, there is no dominant strategy, because if Breadbasket went for the high price, they would choose to go for the low price. And if Breadbasket went for the low price, they would choose to go for the high price. So for Breadbasket, there is no dominant strategy. I will just put NA because there is no dominant strategy. So now we have to see what would most likely happen in a real life scenario if the companies did not cooperate for question B. 'So if we look at the graph, we see that breadbasket want to go for the low price as we just established, because no matter what, they would benefit from going low. So we can already say that we will be looking in this lower quadrant, because that is where breadbasket will set their prices. And then based off breadbasket going for the low price, that means that Quick Lunch would want to go for the high price, because as we said earlier, they'd want to earn that $80 instead of the $70. So that would most likely leave us in this bottom left quadrant, because that is the scenario in which both individually would make the best decisions. So for breadbasket, their profits would be $120. And then for Quick Lunch, it would be $80. Because remember, breadbasket will always go in this low price because they're a dominant strategy. And then based off breadbasket's decision, Quick Lunch would choose to go for this high price instead of this other quadrant because it is more profitable. So lastly, let's move on to this last section for C. The town government is concerned that food prices are too high. It decides to give a daily subsidy of $20 to any shop that chooses to set a low price for its food items. Redraw the payoff matrix under the government subsidy. Using your redrawn payoff matrix, answer each of the following. So first, let's draw this matrix. So we have this matrix here, and we're going to be using the same situation or the same boxes as the matrix above. So this will be high, this will be low, this will be high, and this will be low. So in this box, it will be for the high price. In the high price at the top in the top, it will be 105, 110, because the prices will stay the same for if they both go high. For this box, it will be $40 and then $150, because the breadbasket is still going high, but Quick Lunch is going low. So Quick Lunch would earn that $20 subsidy and breadbasket would not. For low high, it would be $140 and then $80, because Quick Lunch is still going high, so they don't earn that subsidy. And then, but breadbasket does earn that subsidy because they're going low. And then lastly, in this bottom right square, they would both earn the subsidy because they're both going for the low price. So it would be 95, 90. So now let's answer the two questions based off of this matrix. First, it's asking, would Quick Lunch choose to set a high price or a low price? Explain using specific values from your redrawn matrix. So for quick lunch, assuming that breadbasket still goes low, quick lunch would also want to go low in this scenario, because for this situation, breadbasket still has a dominant strategy to go low because 140 is greater than 105, and then 95 is greater than 40. And then whereas before, quick lunch would have wanted to go high based off this situation because they'd have earned 80 instead of 70. Now the comparison is between 80 and 90. So instead of 80 and 70, the comparison is between 80 and 90. So now it'd be beneficial for quick lunch to also set a low price. So it would be, so they would both set a low price. That answers question 1. And then it's asking, would the profits for breadbasket increase, decrease, or stay the same? Explain with the comparison from your answers in part B1, and then use the specific values. So because breadbasket has a dominant strategy in both cases to go low, we would think that breadbasket would increase their profits. However, this is not the case, because in the previous scenario, we would have gone in this box over here. So it would have been 120 and 80. Although now, because of this subsidy, we are going to change our box and we would be going over here to the 95 and 90. So instead of earning $120 in profit, as we established in part B, they'll now be only earning $95 in profit because of Quick Lunch's decision to go low after this subsidy. So this subsidy in the end would actually hurt breadbasket, although help Quick Lunch. And then that is it. Make sure to subscribe, like, and ask any questions in the comments if you have any. See you next time.